me, I also believe that virginity is a choice. Another thing again is, what is your purpose of keeping that virginity? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chom Favor. If you're seeing me for the first time, welcome back to my channel. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. So guys, today I'll be discussing about an important and a sensitive topic that most people are actually shying away from, which is virginity, guys. So there was a post from the Glitch show on YouTube. So it started trending yesterday. So we're discussing about P squares, which is something about predator and pedophiles. So inside the video, there was a comment made, or will I say, there was a discussion shared about virginity.
Virginity is only a flex when you are able to maintain it while you're actually young. By the time you're an adult, it's not necessarily a flex. It's just something you have going on with you. That's your own business. What are you? Because tell me why somebody is 25 and they're telling me one of my biggest flexes is that I've never had sex. Are you 14? What's my business with you? There's an age you get to where it's no longer a flex. Yeah. Now it's not your personal issue.
I could not even catch up because the video is too long and it was interesting. So we still have someone that brought out that video and discussed about what they said in the video that doesn't actually sit well with him.
Being a virgin is a fact. It's like saying the wall is white. But the actual virtue that you are ridiculing is self-control. You complain about people looking at you as nothing more than a piece of meat, but you promote the same lifestyle that fosters that belief. All that sexual promiscuity has done successfully to us as a generation is create a society of men that no longer believe in faithfulness, women that are now aspiring to be more unfaithful than the unfaithful men that they detest.
But now, I just want to say something, disclaimer, I just want to say something. Whatever I'm saying here now, it does not mean that I am righteous. I am not righteous. We are all sinners in God's hand. But I'm just going to say what I believe in. It's left for you to say what you believe in. If you don't take my own opinion, no problem. Your own opinion is also valid. But I filmed this video last night. I was saying something, but I was still shying away from the truth. Like saying that you sleeping with someone else when you're not married to the person is simply fornication. Because I didn't say it in my video, so that's why I'm making this video again. Let's call a spade, and I'm glad that I'm saying it. She said something in the video that a virginity not being a flex. Now, what is flex? Flex means showing off or boasting. Boasting about you being a virgin, depending on the place you are. For me, I don't see the reason why maybe you see people talking, maybe they are talking about how they slept with their boyfriend. Please don't click off. Listen to me to the end of the video, please. So I have friends that, yes, they are sexually active with their boyfriend or stuff in school. So when they're discussing about their boyfriend or maybe how they had sex during the weekend, and you don't see me coming to say, oh, I'm a virgin, oh, I'm a this and that. I listen and I keep quiet. You don't need to open your mouth and start saying, yeah, oh, if you wish to tell them there is a sin, they already know that is a sin. So you don't come and start rubbing into their face. That is this part where I say it is quite tricky, like virginity being a flex. I will use myself for example. Yes, I was a virgin before I got married. But that does not mean that most of my friends, I will tell my friend, even it's just of recent that few people knows that, oh, I was before I got married. It is a flex, a big flex to me. But once I didn't come up to them or maybe when they're discussing about say, Holy Ghost fire, or hey, God forbid, they know the right thing. They know the right thing. If you wish to tell them, they know the right thing. Now it's not left for them to do the right thing. It's their choice. It's their choice. You boasting, maybe you can discuss about maybe if there's a gathering that they're talking about virgin or stuff like that, and you can impute, but not that because you're a virgin you'll be saying it so you feel like maybe you are saying it so other people will feel less of themselves. It doesn't make sense because even you as a virgin, you have sin. Like they used to say, all sins are equal. Even though you're a virgin and at the end of the day you lie. Now I want to use an example for when I was in school in university. I was a Casorite in Christ Ambassador Student Outreach there. Most of those sisters in church there, I won't say they were not, so I wouldn't say they were. But some of them, even some sisters in the Lord, aside from my fellowship people, some sisters in the Lord in school, then they segregate people, even especially if you wear trousers. If you're actually watching me, you will know that there are some sisters them in the Lord then in school that time. They say if you are wearing trousers, they segregate you. And they're doing that sister in the Lord, oh, she's people no, she doesn't have any boyfriend. She doesn't rubbing it off like on people, maybe because you see them that they're sexually active. Is that saying, no, yeah. It doesn't really make sense. You keeping your virginity depends on you if you choose to, and your purpose. For me, why I kept mine, yes, so I need to use myself as an example. I am already married, I have kids. So why I kept mine was because I had a covenant with God, and I kept to mine and God kept to his. Just like you did blood covenant with somebody now, and you say, oh, I'll marry you. And so, you know, the way people get scared of doing blood covenant in Nigeria. From what they said or how it is said, is that if you go astray and maybe you marry another person, the person might run mad or might die. So I kept to my own end, God kept to his own end. Then the next reason now is my husband. But I won't, let me not lie, as I before I got married though, after God, the main reason why I kept myself was because my mother. Because my mother is a disciplinarian. My mother will always hit it as bell for you. Oh, you're the only one I have. Oh, if you do anyhow, look at you are putting me to shame. No other person to fall back on you. Like no backup plan for my mommy. So I'm her all in all. So then that I was not married, another reason why I kept my virginity was because of, please, I don't want to put my family to shame, and let me not go and get pregnant at the end of the day. I not destroy my future. But that doesn't mean that those that gave birth maybe outside wedlock or that got pregnant doesn't mean that they achieved their dream. You can even see most testimonies on Instagram, most testimonies on YouTube. But for me, I just didn't just want that. That was why. My third reason why I kept myself was because of my husband. I kept myself for my husband. Yeah, there was a part where Malia said something about the pressure is mostly on girls. I don't know who is pressurizing you. That's what I'm saying. Everybody have their reasons of being a virgin. I did it also because of my partner. Did I do it because I will marry a virgin or not? I don't care. Whether my partner is a virgin, whether my partner is not a virgin, that is his own life. My own is that me, I want to enter the union as a virgin to him. I did it also as to be a role model to my children. To be a role model, so I can boldly tell them that, see, I am that. Not that I'm rubbing to other children, I mean my own kids. That is why I kept mine. For me, I would advise that if you are a virgin, please stop rubbing it off on people's face. Do you understand? Like according to what she said nobody cares.
Nobody cares because that is not actually going to impact anybody's life. Do you know that your virginity is not helping anybody?
Truly, nobody cares. But for me, I would just say, is it not when you open your mouth and tell people that you're a virgin or stuff? And besides, even when you tell someone that you're a virgin, they will not believe you. Do you understand? So what's the point standing? They will say, and I lie, and I say, I don't mind, and this one we don't spoil. You know, that kind of talk. This one we don't spoil. This is bringing me about something that happened between someone that discussed something about with my mom one certain time. Mom, if you're watching this video, no verse. But the thing has actually been in my mind. So mom was discussing something with somebody. So it now entered. The person now told my mommy that I don't want to call the person name. The person now told my mommy that as if Jennifer is a virgin, that all these children, no, okay, that's it, Jennifer is a virgin. Mom said no, that Jennifer was a virgin before she married her husband. The person was like, don't mind them, don't trust all these children, that kind of thing. Don't trust all these children that they would finish misbehaving, they will come, they will be claiming that they're virgins. It's a lie, that they're lying. Do you know what pissed me off is that she said even her own child that she does not trust the child that she's a virgin, that kind of thing. Now, what is pissing me off is that you don't trust your child does not mean that another person will not trust their own child. Which is this thing I'm saying about, if you're a virgin, just close your mouth. What's the point announcing it? Because they will not believe you. The world we are in now, they are woke. Everybody is woke. Everybody is woke in this world that we are living now. Everybody want to become bad girl. Everybody wants to become, excuse me, pardon my word. Everybody wants to become bad bitch. You understand? Everybody wants to become, I know, my eye don't open, I've seen all. Nothing that I can do it. I'm a big girl, all those things. Everybody wants to become woke. So what's the point? Open your mouth to even say, just keep it to yourself, because you are going to be arguing blind argument. You're keeping your virginity, you're not keeping it for them, you're keeping it for God. So let it be a sacred something. For me, like I said, virginity means different things to different people. For me, I take it as a sacred something. That does not mean that I will come and be segregating or saying that this one sin pass and lie. Me and you, we are sinners. You that is watching me, you are a sinner. Me, I'm a sinner. So that's why we keep asking God for forgiveness constantly. Lord, forgive me. Have mercy for our shortcoming. So rubbing it off is where I don't support. I don't support it. But let's say the truth. Keeping yourself as a virgin is good. Is the right thing. Is the right thing for me. It's the right thing. It might not be the right thing for you, but I'm telling you, you need to validate yourself that you are a virgin.
Because tell me why somebody is 25 and they're telling me one of my biggest flexes is that I've never had sex. Okay. So there's an age you get to where it's no longer a flex.
Yeah.
Now it's not your personal issue.
It's a flex, Jerry. It's not
it's
easy
not.
to keep yourself to 25.
You don't need to validate. You know when you close your mouth, they will not know that you're a virgin. When you open your mouth, wow, they will not start doubting for you. You start validating yourself when there's no point. What's the point? Is the, like she said, it's not useful. What's the point? It's between you and your maker, or is your sole reason. Now, there's another post I saw on Laifa's page where she was saying that this is misinformation about those that kept their virginity or stuff like that. Where they said that if you're a virgin, you will not find a man, and that men want girls that no styles, different sexual styles. So that's another time I'm talking about purpose of you keeping your virginity. Most people now, they are just keeping their virginity because of their parents. Or keep your virginity because of your husband. But in their mind, they are sexually aroused, aka horny. So they are just looking for one thing that will just make them to just go astray. Will I say going astray, or that will just make them to go and fornicate? Yes, they're looking for one thing that will just shake them. So that post was that was misinformed. Even some people on that comment section, they were like, virgins still dey Nigeria, who still become na lie. Actually, when I told my husband that I was a virgin when we were dating, because when he said, okay, we let's prepare for our marriage because we met that year, got married that year. So I told him that, see, these are my rules. He didn't make any sexual advance on me or try to do, no, he didn't. But from the onset, I still started stating my point. Say, see, I am a virgin and I will not like to do so. Till we are married. He understood that. And he didn't even make an attempt to fight. So I just wanted to just let him be. Even he didn't even believe me. Yes, he did not believe me. Let me just say the truth. He did not believe me until we got married. He didn't believe me. According to him, let me quote him. How can a curvy girl, because I was not really that curvy like that in school, but I had something going on, some shapes going on that time. He was saying, how can a curvy girl in this Owerri not have like a boyfriend and won't misbehave? Most people actually in my hostel actually think that I was a core girl because the way I used to talk because I grew up in Lagos, in Lassa Maja. I grew up like, you be raz, you understand? You can be, that's how I talk. You know, say, this one is street girl, this one don't spoil, this one is, you understand? This one don't spoil, that kind of thing. That's why most people think I was a core girl then in school. Most people think because of the way I behave or the way I talk. Let me not go and blow my cover. Let me not go and do sister holy. That's how this one. People feel that those people that are quiet or people that used to tie their scarf or stuff like that, they're the ones that are the main virgins. They're the ones that are the main virgin. But at the end of the day, it's not always like that. Even it's those loud people, there is those noise makers. Those ones that then they talk past, not them. They are the ones that kept themselves. They're the one that kept themselves. So, like I said, for my husband, he didn't even believe that I was a virgin. He didn't believe me. And also, I also want to say, if like I said about the person that spoke to my husband and said, no, don't trust all these children or stuff like that. Her point also is slightly valid because for me, my late dad, I don't even think he will even believe it if I tell him that I was a virgin. I don't even think he will believe that. He will believe that. Though I said something like that when I've given birth to my first daughter. We're discussing something, then I then told him that. I was like, I mean, in my head, I feel maybe he will not believe. He didn't believe. Sha. Another thing that will keep you through your virginity is the purpose. What is the sole purpose? It's your purpose that will keep your mindset organized. The purpose, if you know the real reason why you're keeping it, not that you're keeping it for your mommy and your daddy. You can actually keep it for your mommy and your daddy because like what me and daddy I mean is you can actually keep it babe because they told you, oh, don't do this, don't do that. It could be your reason. Everybody have their own reason. My first reason is God. After God, my mom. After my mom, that time I was single. My husband. After my husband, my kids. I'm not doing it for anybody. Let's say the truth. Let's forget this wokeness. Yep. I beg. If you don't want to keep your own, it's left for you. But it's fornication. Let me say it. There was something that they also said now in the video. They were like, most virgins are still virgin because they have not found somebody that will arouse their sexual urge. Like they have not seen somebody that will attract them for them to forego that virginity. That is what I'm just saying. All these things still fell on the purpose of why you are keeping it. The foundation of why you are keeping it. Get this virginity for just for themselves. They choose to. They choose to keep it for their husband. They choose to keep it for. They just want to leave it for their husband, which is a valid point. It's a valid point. So you saying that it's someone that will attract you that will, I beg. Your purpose never genuine. Your purpose is not really fame. It's on a shaky ground. If you can see somebody now, you start we are human beings. Yes, sometimes you can see somebody that you might be fantasizing, but please clear that fantasy from your brain. Clear that fantasy from your brain. That is temptation. Yes. So remove that temptation. Why say, get behind me, get behind me. Remove that fantasy. Remove that fantasy from your brain. Now she said something about because they're talking about pedophiles and predators like that. She said that
one of the reasons why I feel like I do not want to get married is because of like the predators in my DMs. You see like a man that's like 60 years old posting his wife, posting his children on his Instagram page, and you see him in my DMs and he's talking to me about how he loves me and he wants to leave his wife and his wife's vagina is not as tight as mine.
Goes for another video, which is the guy. He said something about
this married man that you're describing is the same small boy that was sleeping around before. Tight vagina has always been his problem. It's not now that faithfulness will become his problem.
And another thing I love about what the host for that commented on this video said is that self-control. Yes, now you are abstaining from this. You are seeing different temptations up and down. Hey, I want this one not going boyfriend place. This person has gone to our boyfriend place. Oh, hey, when they come out during weekend, they'll be gisting us. Your body will just be hot. I want to test that thing. And now you can't tell me as a virgin you have not been pressurized. Like, hey, let me go and have this boyfriend though, so I can see what this is. You cannot say you have not gotten that thought. You have gotten that thought. I have gotten that thought, but I have to wave it off because I have a contract with my God. He will never abandon me until he finishes contract in my life. I had a contract with God. So that thought, I had a contract with God. So that was why I kept my virginity. So please do not be pressured. Do not be pressured. Don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise. Be proud of it. But don't be making noise about it. Talking too much about it, you are creating unnecessary nuisance. Just keep it with you and your God. Don't need to spread it around. Maybe when you get married or what. Or maybe if you choose from there, maybe if you from there now you work out go become a reverend sister here. So if you find the love of life, you can be able to be open to say, I'm open saying my own now because of this topic. Just keep yourself for a right reason. Because keeping yourself for a right reason will help you just skate through all the temptations of fornication. Whenever maybe such drive, sexual drive, because we are human beings, such a sexual drive comes to your thoughts. Let that your purpose be your guide. Let that your purpose of you keeping it. Let it be your guide. Let it motivate you to overcome such temptation. If that other people are saying it's not worth it, my dear, it's worth it depending on you. It might not be a big deal for them, but it can be a big deal to you. Just like someone now that is buying a car now is a big deal for them. But there's someone now that is not car that is buying that they bought that is a big deal for them. Their goal and your goal does not need to align. Even me that is talking to you now, most of the things I've said here, or even everything I've said here, you might not find it okay, you might not find it appealing, it might not sit well with you. Will I come and stop you? No. It's your opinion. Will I come and drag you? No. Will you drag me? No, because this is my own opinion. You understand? Now, because we have our freedom of speech. So, guys, please, I know I've talked a lot. So, please, guys, what do you think about this virginity? Do you think that virginity is a big place? Or have you had encounter with maybe somebody discussing about virginity? Or what do you think in this video that I said that is not appropriate? Or even the clips? What do you think about it? What is your say in general about virginity? What do you think about it, guys? So thank you so much for seeing this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.